Hello everyone, this is Ellen Spencer here to greet you and welcome you to our group. I am so happy you are here. I thought I might take a moment to not only welcome you, but to kind of show you around here a little bit. You will see up in the Facebook area that there are some articles. I don't remember, I believe they are under the tab above called Notes. In that area, you will find many different stories about many of us in the group who have had this foreign accent, some for many years, some are relatively new. Regardless, we do have some similarities in what we must deal with as far as having a voice what is not the one we were born with or grew up with. And there seem to be, for our purposes, we have come up with some terminology I would like to share with you. I have had this some speech described as just generally Eastern European because I have French words, I have English words, I have Germanish words and Swedish words. So generally Eastern European. That is my general language description right now, my foreign accent. But mine does not change over time. It gets worse when I am tired or in greater pain or under greater stress, for sure. But it does not change between the languages. When this two happen, this would be somebody who we term a switcher. We have peoples on here, and please do identify yourselves for our new friends. We have peoples on here that at one point may sound English, another moment they may sound French, another moment Russian, or maybe German, and Italian. Yes, Karen, we get them all. These people would at one moment sound like they are from one country and another moment maybe sound another. These we call switchers, that switch from one to another. So the final type of category, designation if you will, is one who is a flipper. One who flips is someone who at one moment may be their old voice, their normal voice, what they always have been, and then suddenly that change into their foreign accent. They may have brief periods of the accent, followed by longer periods of getting their old voice back. But it switches off and on. I know Fran will not mind me sharing this, but my good friend Fran from Fishers, Indiana, she is a flipper. At one moment, she is talking just as normal as she always does, and then boom, she may have a slight headache coming on or notice a weakness. She sometimes gets a sign that, oh no, I might be, as she calls it, flipping to the dark side, a play on words from Star Wars, and she will then to talk Eastern European, not exactly like me, but quite similar, and she may be this way for several days, and then she can to switch back to her old voice, and she not does anything spectacular to either bring it on or to remain in her real voice, as we call it the real voice, you understand, the old voice. But she go from one to another. And what frustration it must be to get your old voice back and think, oh yes, I'm done with it. And then boom, here comes the foreign accent again. So this is the flipper. I think also it would be very frustrating to be a switcher. We are knowing, like Paula, she would maybe to wake up in the morning to sound Frenchish, and around noonish she may switch to German. She cannot know what is coming up. However, she's constantly having to adjust, and the people who live with her are having to listen in a different way to try to understand, is she speaking French or is she speaking the German? Is she speaking Italian? Of course not the words in German, but the accent upon the words, which resemble these different languages. So there you have it. We have the static, staying the same. We have the switchers, who can switch between, sound different one way here, another one there. And then we do have we have the switchers, and then, oh my goodness, the flippers. Yeah, the flippers, off and on. And so those are the three kind of terms we use to explain that. Now, at the top of the page, you will see some notes. I recommend you go this area. If you have any questions, simply ask on here. You will find that many of us have similar experiences, even when our cases are not identical. And all of us want to help welcome you and ease your mind as you go through some of the troubling aspects of trying to find a new way of coping or accepting what you have been given to work with. Don't feel that you need to be something you are not. Emotions are emotions, and we all are frustrated. I don't know anybody who's quite happy about having these. But I think we are seeing now, due to our efforts of getting word out, we are seeing that more people will now say, oh, I've heard a foreign accent before, and foreign accent syndrome. And so we are having an impact on the general public's knowledge, and please, the medical world. They are striving to actually understand what is happening in our brains. Think about it. We are just marvelously well made. We are a mystery, how the things go on in the brain, you know. It is a whole new study. Neuroscience is growing by leaps and bounds. And most excited of all, I am because the President of the United States has announced recently that we in America are doing a brain study. Sign me up. Stick me in the tube. I'm ready to sing at one place and to talk in another. Let us light up my brain with your little contraptions to see how is this happening. Because if we know how it is happening, perhaps we can prevent it and or speed up the recovery. Either way, I do have my down times. This is not a bad haircut which suddenly will grow back. I could get my old voice tomorrow and never have another problem. But in the meantime, I thank God for all you who I've met on here and the lessons we are learning together, and the contribution we are having towards the science and medical areas, as well as for the sake of the people yet to come. God bless Wendy and June and George, all these people who have had it a long time. They were even more ostracized because there was so much less known in the years they were diagnosed. Let's all work together and find more people that we can welcome into our family. Let's not necessarily do it only for the numbers' sake, but that we are knowing there are more people out there like us who have not been understood and are still striving to understand themselves. Alright, well, I talk too much, so I will talk with you later, okay? Bye-bye.